Hey guys, it's Melanie. In today's video, we are just going to do a little bit of a chit chat. So we are not necessarily talking about makeup products or skincare or anything like that. So if this is not your cup of tea, I completely understand. But I just thought this would be kind of something fun and different to talk about and see what your guys' thoughts are. So hopefully you will start a conversation down in the comments section here. But I was thinking the other day about a lot of my friends who are moms, and even some of my friends who are not moms but just have very busy jobs and lives, and how a lot of us don't really take the time to ourselves or to treat ourselves or to just have just time where we can chill out and do something for us versus somebody else. I think that women just by nature are very nurturing individuals, especially if you have kids. You know, there is this constant drive to do everything for your kids. Whether you're a stay-at-home mom or whether you are a working mom, I feel like there's no way to say that one is harder than the other, because I think they're both really difficult. There's just, being a woman is tough. And I think what I've noticed with a lot of my friends is they don't really take time for themselves. And I kind of started thinking about the little things that I do here and there that sort of help to keep me sane. And I thought I would just share those things with you guys today, and to have you guys share what you do in the comments down below, what you do to keep your sanity, to basically take just some time for yourself so that you can recharge, so that then you can go on to be everything for everybody else. Now, that's not to say that like my husband doesn't contribute or like I'm the only one doing things in our family. That's not the case at all. But I find that Craig is a lot more, he's just a lot better about taking the time that he needs to like recharge and go and do things. So during the summer times, often I will be working on weddings, and the summertime is not the best time for me to take a vacation, to be perfectly honest. But Craig will go on vacation during the summer, and he takes Stella, which is nice because it allows me to work. But you know, he'll go to Canada. His parents own a couple of cottages up in the Thousand Islands, and he'll go up there a couple times a summer just to like chill out and relax. He has season tickets to the Blazers, so he doesn't go to every single game. I would find that kind of annoying because there's a lot of basketball games in an NBA season, but he goes to basketball games. He is still on a couple of hockey teams. He's in like this beer league, and he really enjoys doing that. You know, he actively hangs out with his friends. He's just really good about taking time to recharge from work, from, you know, life with Stella, which if you have kids, you know they can be exhausting. I wouldn't trade it for the world, but it can be draining. And I only have one. And there are women out there who have like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids. Some have more. I don't know how they do it. Like, I can barely manage to keep it together with my one. But I think just men in general are just a little bit more cognizant about just taking care of themselves, I feel like. And women are like, I got to do all the things, you know, like I have to take care of this, I have to take care of that. And I think it's important to do little things for yourself to recharge. So here's what I do. I made a list because on top of not necessarily always being the best about doing all these things. Well, some of them I do every single day, but like I'm very forgetful. I feel like I have the memory span of a field mouse. Like things are just fleeting, so I have to write everything down. So I have my list in front of me. All right, so the first kind of little thing that I like to do for myself every single day, whether I am like deathly ill or whether I'm low on time, I always take the time to take a shower every single morning. There's never an excuse. Like, I've had the flu a couple times and I've still gotten my butt in the shower, even though it's really hard when you're sick like that to drag yourself to the shower. But it's just that one thing that starts my day out right for me and makes me feel like I am fresh and ready to go and like I can conquer the day. But it's that like 10 minutes to myself where nobody's asking me for anything. Well, it's not true. Sometimes Stella does pop her head in the shower, but I'm usually like, not now. Mommy's washing her hair, mommy's shaving her legs, go ask your dad, you know? So that is like the one thing that I just love to do every day, no matter what. Like, I can wake up late for something and I will still take a shower because I think it's important. And it really helps me like clear my head and start the day on the right foot. Another thing that I like to do very consistently, and I will say this is probably like 99.9% of the time, I will always do my evening skincare routine. I will always do my morning skincare routine. In the morning, it's usually only a few minutes, but it's still a few minutes again where I'm in the bathroom by myself doing something that is going to benefit me long term, but it also benefits me in the short term because it just allows me a few more minutes to like veg out and just focus on something silly. Skincare isn't silly, but you know, something that isn't like a life and death thing. Like, nothing rides on my skincare routine except, you know, just having better skin, which is important. But you know, it's just that few minutes again where no one's bugging me. At night, I will take like 10 full minutes where I announce I'm going upstairs to wash my face. You two need to figure it out. Don't ask me for a snack. This is my time. I will do a mask a few times a week, which I think is really nice. Usually when I have on a mask though, I'm running around and doing things, but it's that little thing to like treat myself that just sort of helps to like center me. It helps me start my day. It helps me finish my day. It just makes me feel good. And I've seen some really great results from a consistent skincare routine. I love the way my skin looks at 41 more than I did when I was 31. In fact, I would argue it looks 1,000 times better now than it did back then. So that was kind of before I really started getting into skincare. I was more into makeup back then. I was like, cover it all up, cover the issues. Fun fact, if you take better care of your skin, you can wear less makeup. All right. Also, most days after I drop Stella off at school, I will take the time to do my makeup. So again, it's just that like 10 minutes where I sit, I don't think about anything else, and I just do my makeup. Because doing my makeup helps me feel like I'm a part of society as a whole. If you're new to my channel, I'm a working mom, but I work out of the home. So I am a florist. I do mostly corporate events and weddings. And I work out of my garage. We have a huge 3-car garage, and I have the third bay set up as my floral studio. So I get to work from home that way, which is amazing. It's not all sunshine and roses, let me tell you. Sometimes I do wish that I had a studio that I could go to, but it just works better for our family for me to stay home because Craig's businesses require him to be on site and to be very active within the business. So that leaves me with the bulk of the Stella. And I love it. I have loved being able to like work from home with her. I've seen my kid grow up. She has seen her mama working. She has helped her mama out in the flower studio. She will sometimes clean up the mess that I make, and she feels really proud of herself when she does that. Like, it's been wonderful. But even though I don't work out with other people, I do still run errands throughout the day sometimes, and I just like to have myself put together. So I obviously don't do much with my hair, as you guys see in my videos, but I think putting my makeup on just helps me feel a lot more confident and just makes me feel like I can go out and just conquer the things. During the summer months, I like to treat myself to a pedicure once a month. So there is a nail salon in town that I really like, and I will just go there. It's just a once a month thing. By the time that it comes due, it's definitely time to get that polish off. But it just gives me, again, about an hour. Sometimes I will take Stella with me because she thinks it's really fun to do that, and it is a good kind of like mommy-daughter date for us. So sometimes I'll take Stella with me, but there are times where I'm just like, you know what, I just want to do this on my own today, and I will go and I will just sit in that chair for an hour and let my feet soak, have someone like scrape off the dead skin cells. Gross, right? And put some polish on my toes. I suck at doing my own nails. And so it's really nice to just have pretty toes for a few weeks. And that really helps to lift my mood and just makes me happy. I will typically do that from May through September. And then I don't bother with it the rest of the year because I'm wearing boots usually. So, but yeah, that's something that I like to do specifically during the summer months, and I always look forward to it, and I do think that it really helps me recharge. And when I'm done, I'm usually ready to go home and, you know, tackle projects with Stella, school stuff, or helping her clean her room for the 800th time. You know, like I just feel like I'm ready to like come back and help around the house again. I'm not the best about this, but at least a couple times a year, I like to go get a professional massage. I know women that like to do this once a month. I really wish that I could personally justify the expense of that once a month. And I probably very easily could if I wouldn't buy as much skincare, but the skincare makes me happier. However, a couple times a year, I do like to go and get a professional massage. There is nothing more invigorating or rejuvenating than a massage. It just makes you feel so relaxed. It is the one time where I truly am able to like shut everything off. For whatever reason, when I get a massage, I just turn into like butter. Like I melt into the table and I'm like, no. It just is, it's the best. If you can afford it, I would definitely suggest getting a massage at least once a year. Treat yourself for your birthday or something like that. Also, if you have a massage therapy school in your area, check those out, because oftentimes the students, well, not oftentimes, they do. I know that they have to do practice. So they will offer very inexpensive massages. So if you happen to have a massage school in your area, check them out for massages. If money's really tight, because that's a really great way to get that treat for yourself and do it in a cost-effective manner. But I think it's such a wonderful thing to be able to do, and it feels amazing. So the very last thing that I do for myself, and this is just a couple times a month, and sometimes there are some months where I don't do it at all, but I will just say to the family, peace out, homies. Mommy's going to the mall. And I will just either go to the mall or Pier 1 or Home Goods or TJ Maxx or someplace. I will not take Stella. She loves to go because her and I love to just go window shop and like daydream about things sometimes. But there will be at least once or twice a month when I'm not super busy with work where I just go by myself and I grab a Starbucks latte and I walk around the mall and I just window shop. Most times, I don't buy a gosh darn thing, but you know what? There's nothing better than walking around to Home Goods and just looking at all the lamps or looking at all the dishes or just like being inspired by new things that are coming out, you know, like new styles and new trends. And like you can just look at it, and for whatever reason, that's really relaxing to me. I love it. There's nothing better than window shopping. And when I come home after just like that 2-3 hours away where I've had a coffee and a walk around a few stores or just walking around the mall, like it just is so fun. I remember being in like my 20s where like I would do this a couple times a week where I would just go. I didn't have a kid. Craig and I started dating when I was in my kind of early 20s, but like I would just be like, bye Craig, leave him on the couch. And I would just go to the mall and walk around. And it just has always been something that has really just made me happy for whatever reason, whether I'm coming home with a bag of like new shirts or whether I'm coming home with nothing. Like it just feels good and it helps me clear my mind, and it's just one of those like self-care things that I've always enjoyed. So those are the things that I like to do to help clear my mind, to sort of refresh myself and get myself ready to rejoin my family and feel like I'm ready to go. You know, I feel so lucky to have the life that I have. But I think no matter what life you have, there's always going to be times where you just need to like chill out, get away from everything, just take a little bit of time to yourself and recharge so that you can then rejoin society and, like I said, be a productive member again. I think if you are constantly doing things for other people and never even taking just a few minutes for yourself every single day to do something simple, maybe you like to read, maybe you like to go outside and take pictures of birds, maybe you like to take your dog on a hike, maybe you like to just go in your backyard and stare at a rock. Whatever it is that works for you. There have been times, especially since our backyard now is so amazing. Like I love to just go out early in the morning with my coffee when it starts to get warm. And I will just sit back there before Stella wakes up and I drink my coffee and it's quiet and there's birds, and like if Craig has the waterfall on in the jacuzzi thing, I'm like, this is the nicest thing ever. It's just so wonderful just to take some time for yourself. So I highly encourage you, if you are the type of person that does not take time for themselves, do it. It is one of the best things that you can do for yourself as well as your family and friends. I feel like you're just gonna be a better person overall if you just do a little something for yourself. So in the comments down below, let me know your favorite things that you love to do to just take care of yourself, to veg out, to become you again. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch today, and I will see you tomorrow again with some regularly scheduled beauty content. All right, have a great rest of your day. Bye.